Audiobook Academy presents The Law of Human Nature by Robert Greene. Explained. Chapter 1. The Law of Irrationality. The law of irrationality delves into the fascinating realm of human behavior, shedding light on the often perplexing and seemingly irrational decisions and actions that people take. In this chapter, Robert Greene uncovers the intricate patterns of irrationality that underlie our choices and interactions. He explores how emotions and deep-seated psychological factors play a significant role in shaping our behavior, even when it might appear illogical to an outsider. To illustrate the concept further, consider a real-life example: a person's decision to invest in a volatile stock market. From a purely rational standpoint, it may seem unwise to risk one's financial security in such a precarious environment. However, when we dig into the layers of human irrationality, we discover that the fear of missing out, the excitement of potential gains, and the influence of social circles often drive individuals to make impulsive investment decisions. It's a prime instance of how irrationality can override seemingly logical choices. This chapter serves as a foundation for the book, demonstrating that understanding and acknowledging the law of irrationality is crucial for anyone seeking to navigate the complex web of human nature effectively. Recognizing these inherent irrational tendencies allows us to better comprehend and connect with others, ultimately leading to improved decision-making and interpersonal relationships. Chapter 2. Transforming Yourself. Transforming Yourself is a pivotal chapter that explores the idea of personal evolution and self-improvement in the context of understanding human nature. Robert Greene delves into the profound concept of reshaping one's own character and behavior to achieve desired outcomes in life. This chapter emphasizes that personal growth is not only possible, but often necessary for achieving success and fulfilling one's potential. A real-life example of this concept can be seen in the life of successful individuals who have gone through significant personal transformations. For instance, consider the journey of someone who was once introverted and lacked self-confidence but later transformed themselves into a charismatic leader or a successful public speaker. This transformation often involves a deep self-awareness, a commitment to change, and a persistent effort to develop the qualities and skills required for their new persona. By delving into the concept of self-transformation, Greene encourages readers to understand that they possess the agency to change and adapt to different situations, much like the chameleon that adapts its color to the environment. This chapter underscores the importance of self-awareness and the deliberate effort to mold one's character and behavior in ways that align with personal and professional goals. It serves as a roadmap for those seeking personal development and the ability to navigate the intricacies of human interaction and influence. Chapter 3. Soften people's resistance by confirming their self-opinions. The concept of softening people's resistance by confirming their self-opinions is a strategic insight presented by Robert Greene in his book, The Law of Human Nature. This chapter revolves around the idea that when we acknowledge and validate the self-opinions of others, it can be a powerful tool for influencing and persuading them. To better understand this concept, let's consider a practical example from the world of customer service. Imagine a dissatisfied customer who has had a negative experience with a product or service. By actively listening to the customer's complaints and confirming their perspective, a skilled customer service representative can soften the customer's resistance. The act of empathizing and validating the customer's concerns creates a bridge of understanding and can lead to a more amicable resolution. It's a demonstration of how acknowledging and confirming someone's self-opinions can be a potent means of diffusing conflict and fostering cooperation. In essence, this chapter highlights the art of building rapport and establishing trust through empathy and validation, ultimately allowing individuals to navigate various social situations more effectively. By recognizing the significance of confirming others' self-opinions, On the contrary, if another coworker frequently shows up late, avoids tasks, and displays a lack of cooperation, their behavior suggests a different character trait, possibly indicating irresponsibility or a lack of dedication. By emphasizing the significance of discerning character through behavior, Greene encourages readers to become adept at reading people's true intentions, values, and motivations. This insight can prove invaluable in personal and professional relationships, enabling individuals to make more informed decisions and form connections based on a deeper understanding of others. Essentially, it provides a roadmap for navigating the intricacies of human interaction and influence through a keen perception of behavior. Chapter 5. Overcome Self-Obsession. See the third layer. The notion of overcoming self-obsession. See the third layer is a thought-provoking concept presented in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter delves into the idea that human behavior is often driven by multiple layers of motivation, with the most apparent layer being self-interest. However, Greene urges us to look deeper, beyond our own self-obsession, and recognize the underlying factors that influence the behavior of both ourselves and others. To elucidate this concept, let's consider a practical example. In a work environment, an employee may appear to be primarily motivated by a desire for personal success and recognition. On the surface, this self-obsession might dominate their behavior. But by delving deeper and seeing the third layer, we may uncover that their actions are also influenced by a sense of responsibility towards their team or a genuine passion for the company's mission. Recognizing these underlying motives beyond self-interest allows for a more comprehensive understanding of their behavior. By advocating the importance of transcending self-obsession and identifying these deeper layers of motivation, Greene encourages individuals to become more empathetic and insightful in their interactions. This insight can be instrumental in fostering better relationships, effective collaboration, and more profound connections with others. It provides a framework for navigating the intricacies of human nature, allowing us to see beyond the surface and understand the multifaceted factors at play in our interactions and relationships. Chapter 6. Elevate your perspective. See the greater reality. The concept of elevating your perspective, see the greater reality, is a pivotal theme in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter underscores the importance of adopting a broader and more insightful outlook when it comes to understanding human behavior and the dynamics of our interactions. To illustrate this concept, consider a real-life example of a successful business leader. Rather than focusing solely on immediate gains and short-term profits, such a leader often possesses the ability to see the bigger picture. They consider the long-term consequences of their decisions on the company's employees, customers, and the community as a whole. This elevated perspective allows them to make more informed, ethical, and sustainable choices, rather than merely pursuing short-term gains. By advocating the idea of seeing the greater reality, Greene encourages individuals to transcend their immediate self-interest and recognize the broader implications of their actions. This expanded perspective is crucial in making wiser decisions and fostering deeper, more meaningful connections with others. It provides a lens through which to navigate the complexities of human nature, emphasizing the importance of considering the long-term effects and broader consequences of our choices in personal and professional relationships. Chapter 7. Chapter Make Them Want to Follow You. The notion of making them want to follow you is a compelling theme explored by Robert Greene in his book, The Law of Human Nature. This chapter delves into the art of leadership and influence, emphasizing the significance. grounded in shared values and a compelling vision for the future. It offers insights into how individuals can cultivate the charisma and influence required to inspire and lead others willingly, contributing to their personal and professional growth and success. Chapter 8. Lead from the front. Change the situation. The concept of leading from the front. Changing the situation is a crucial theme within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter emphasizes the role of leadership and proactive action in reshaping the dynamics of various situations and relationships. To delve into this concept, let's consider a real-life example involving a corporate leader facing a challenging situation within their organization. Instead of merely delegating tasks or avoiding responsibility, a leader who leads from the front steps up to confront the issue directly. They take the initiative to address the problem, inspire others through their actions, and guide the team toward a solution. By actively participating in the change process, they set an example and create a sense of shared purpose among their team members. By highlighting the importance of leading from the front and instigating change in a given situation, Greene encourages individuals to take proactive steps in shaping their own destiny and influencing the circumstances around them. This approach underlines the significance of taking a leadership role, being an active agent of change, and creating positive impacts on personal and professional levels. It provides insights into how individuals can inspire and motivate others through their actions and, in turn, build stronger, more cooperative relationships and teams. Chapter 9. Avoid the false world perspective. Beware the disease of me. The concept of avoiding the false world perspective. Bewaring the disease of me is a thought-provoking theme found in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter revolves around the idea of escaping the trap of self-centeredness and ego-driven thinking to gain a more accurate perspective of the world and the people within it. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a practical example from the world of business. A leader or entrepreneur who falls prey to the disease of me may become overly self-absorbed, making decisions that primarily serve their own interests rather than those of their team or organization. This self-centered perspective can lead to negative consequences, such as alienating team members or making short-sighted decisions. By emphasizing the importance of avoiding the false world perspective, Greene encourages individuals to be aware of the potential pitfalls of excessive self-focus. This insight is instrumental in fostering better decision making and nurturing healthier relationships. It provides a framework for recognizing when self-centeredness hinders growth and collaboration, ultimately guiding individuals toward more balanced and effective interpersonal interactions and decision making processes. Chapter 10. See people's shadows. The concept of seeing people's shadows is a profound aspect of Robert Greene's exploration in The Law of Human Nature. This chapter delves into the notion that understanding people's hidden or less apparent motives and flaws, their shadows, is crucial in grasping the complexities of human behavior and interactions. To illustrate this concept, consider a real-life scenario in the context of personal relationships. In a romantic partnership, one person may initially present themselves as kind, caring, and generous. However, as time passes, their shadows, which could include a tendency towards manipulation or a struggle with anger management, become evident. Recognizing and acknowledging these hidden aspects of their character allows for a more comprehensive understanding of the person and their actions. By emphasizing the importance of seeing people's shadows, Greene encourages individuals to look beyond the surface and delve deeper into understanding human nature. This insight is instrumental, objective, but are colored by our own wants and needs. To elucidate this concept, let's consider a real-life example. Imagine a scenario in a workplace where a colleague gets a promotion that you also aspired to attain. Your judgment of their success might be clouded by feelings of envy or covetousness, causing you to view their promotion through a lens of negativity. This example illustrates how our judgments can be influenced by our personal desires and the depth of emotions attached to them. By delving into the law of covetousness and judgment, Greene encourages readers to become more self-aware of their own biases and desires that can affect their perception of others. This self-awareness can lead to more objective and fair judgments, enhancing interpersonal relationships and fostering a deeper understanding of human behavior. It serves as a critical lesson for those navigating the complex landscape of human interactions, emphasizing the importance of recognizing and managing the depth of their own emotions and desires when making judgments about others. Chapter 12. Authority. In the chapter titled Authority, the Law of Short-Sightedness, Depth. Within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature, the author explores the intricate dynamics of authority and its connection to human short-sightedness. This chapter delves into the idea that individuals often perceive authority figures through a limited lens, focusing on immediate power and control, while overlooking the broader context and consequences. To shed light on this concept, let's consider a real-life example. Imagine a manager within a company who exercises their authority with a heavy hand, micromanaging their subordinates and making decisions solely based on short-term gains without considering long-term implications. In such cases, the manager's short-sightedness regarding their authority may lead to employee dissatisfaction, high turnover, and negative impacts on the company's overall success. This example illustrates how authority figures, when governed by short-sightedness, can inadvertently create adverse outcomes. By delving into the law of short-sightedness and authority, Greene encourages readers to become more aware of the consequences of their authority, related decisions and actions. This heightened awareness can lead to a more effective exercise of authority, considering long-term effects and fostering positive relationships and outcomes. It serves as a valuable lesson for individuals in leadership positions, emphasizing the importance of a holistic and thoughtful approach to authority that takes into account the broader context and implications of their actions and decisions. Chapter 13. Seduction. The Law of Fickleness. The chapter titled Seduction, the Law of Fickleness, Depth. In Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature explores the intriguing dynamics of seduction and the role that fickleness plays in human behavior and relationships. In this chapter, Greene delves into the idea that seduction is not only about attraction, but also about understanding the ever-changing and capricious nature of human desires and affections. To elucidate this concept, let's consider a real-life example within the context of romantic relationships. In a courtship, one person may initially be captivated by their partner's charm and allure. However, over time, their affections may wane and they might become attracted to someone else. This fickleness in romantic attraction demonstrates how seduction is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process influenced by the shifting tides of human desire. By exploring the law of fickleness in the realm of seduction, Greene encourages readers to grasp the fluid nature of human emotions and desires. This insight serves as a reminder that seduction and attraction are multifaceted, involving a continuous dance of understanding and adapting to changing affections. It provides a deeper understanding of the complexities of human nature, shedding light on the nuances of attraction and seduction within the intricate web of relationships and interactions. Chapter
dissatisfaction and decreased competitiveness in the market. This example illustrates how businesses can fall into the trap of generational myopia by prioritizing immediate financial gains at the expense of long-term success. By delving into the law of generational myopia, Greene encourages readers to be more mindful of the enduring consequences of their strategic decisions. This heightened awareness can lead to wiser and more far-sighted strategic planning, ensuring that actions align with long-term goals and overall success. It serves as an essential lesson for individuals and organizations navigating the complex world of strategic thinking, emphasizing the importance of considering the lasting impact of decisions beyond the immediate horizon. Chapter 15. The 36 Strategies. The 36 Strategies is a segment within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature that delves into a set of strategic principles and tactics for dealing with various complex situations. These strategies draw inspiration from historical Chinese texts, such as the 36 Stratagems, and offer a framework for understanding and navigating human interactions and conflicts. To illustrate the essence of this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the context of international relations. Countries and their leaders often employ various strategies to achieve their diplomatic and geopolitical objectives. One such strategy might be the use of economic incentives or sanctions to influence the behavior of other nations. These tactics represent a form of strategic thinking and decision-making, driven by the principles of the 36 Strategies. By exploring the 36 strategies, Greene provides readers with a valuable toolbox for deciphering and responding to a wide range of human behaviors, conflicts, and negotiations. This section offers insights into the art of strategy, honed over centuries, enabling individuals to enhance their decision-making skills, improve their understanding of complex situations, and navigate human interactions with greater finesse and insight. It serves as a guide for anyone seeking to become more adept at managing the intricacies of human nature. Chapter 16. Elevate Your Perspective. The Strategy of Generational Thinking. Elevate your perspective. The Strategy of Generational Thinking is a pivotal chapter in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter underscores the significance of adopting a broader and more profound outlook, which Greene refers to as generational thinking, when it comes to understanding human behavior and interactions. To provide clarity on this concept, let's consider a real-life example. In the field of environmental conservation, individuals and organizations that embrace generational thinking are concerned not only with the immediate consequences of their actions, but also with the long-term impact on future generations. For instance, a conservationist working to protect endangered species recognizes that their efforts will shape the world for generations to come. This broader perspective informs their strategies, decisions, and actions, ensuring a more sustainable and responsible approach to environmental stewardship. By emphasizing the importance of generational thinking, Greene encourages readers to transcend short-term self-interest and adopt a more far-reaching outlook. This approach is essential for individuals seeking to make decisions that positively influence the future, whether in personal relationships, business, or societal matters. It provides a framework for recognizing the enduring impact of actions and decisions, ensuring that they align with long-term goals and serve the betterment of future generations. Chapter 17. The Secret of Desire. Master the Emotional Self. The Secret of Desire. Master the Emotional Self is a significant chapter within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter delves into the complex interplay between human desires and emotional self-regulation, shedding light on the art of understanding and managing one's own emotional responses and cravings. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a practical real-life scenario. Imagine an individual who seeks to overcome unhealthy eating habits. To master their emotional self in this context, they must not only understand the desire for indulgent food, but also develop strategies to regulate their emotional in his book, The Law of Human Nature. This chapter revolves around the idea that when we acknowledge and validate the self-opinions of others, it can be a powerful tool for influencing and persuading them. To better understand this concept, let's consider a real-life example. A negotiator seeking to close a deal with a potential client. Rather than attempting to force the client into an agreement, the negotiator takes a different approach. They actively listen to the client's concerns, validate their perspective, and express empathy towards their viewpoint. By confirming the client's self-opinion and addressing their worries, the negotiator creates an atmosphere of trust and cooperation, effectively softening the client's resistance and increasing the likelihood of a successful deal. In essence, this chapter serves as a guide for building rapport and trust in various social and professional situations. It emphasizes the power of empathy and validation in diffusing tension and persuading others, ultimately leading to more effective interpersonal relationships and positive outcomes in negotiations, conflicts, and collaborations. By acknowledging and confirming someone's self-opinions, individuals can bridge gaps, resolve differences, and influence others in a more constructive and persuasive manner. Chapter 19. Beware the fragile ego. The concept of beware the fragile ego is a fundamental aspect within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter centers on the idea that human egos, often sensitive and easily wounded, play a significant role in shaping our behavior and reactions. Greene encourages us to be mindful of the fragility of our egos and how it influences our interactions with others. To shed light on this concept, let's consider a real-life scenario in the context of workplace dynamics. An employee who receives critical feedback on a project may react defensively and with hostility as their ego feels threatened. This reaction can hinder open communication and problem-solving. On the other hand, an individual with a more resilient ego may view the feedback as an opportunity for growth and improvement. By emphasizing the importance of being aware of the fragile ego, Greene encourages readers to navigate social situations with empathy and care. Recognizing that egos can be easily bruised, individuals can communicate in ways that preserve self-esteem and build better relationships. This concept serves as a reminder that understanding and managing egos are crucial for effective communication and fostering constructive interactions, whether in personal or professional contexts. It provides insights into how individuals can approach delicate situations with sensitivity and adapt their communication to avoid unnecessarily triggering ego-driven reactions.
Chapter 20. Become an object of desire. The idea of becoming an object of desire is a central concept explored in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter revolves around the art of cultivating personal charisma, influence, and desirability, drawing others toward you in various social and professional situations. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the realm of marketing and branding. A successful brand, through its products, marketing strategies, and messaging, can create a strong sense of desire among consumers. For instance, a luxury fashion brand like Chanel has mastered the art of becoming an object of desire. Their products, advertising campaigns, and exclusivity draw customers to their brand, not just for the quality of the items, but also for the status and desire associated with owning them. By exploring the concept of becoming an object of desire, Greene encourages readers to consider how they can enhance their personal magnetism and allure. This goes beyond physical attractiveness and delves into the qualities, behaviors, and communication strategies that make an individual appealing and influential. Whether in personal relationships or professional endeavors, understanding and applying the principles of becoming an object of desire can lead to more successful and fulfilling interactions and engagements. It provides insights into how one can cultivate a captivating presence and influence others positively, fostering deeper and more meaningful connections. Chapter 20. 1. Create a feeling as readers to understand how shaping a sense of purpose and destiny can be a driving force in personal and collective endeavors. This goes beyond setting goals and objectives. It involves tapping into the deeper human need for meaning and significance. When individuals or leaders can instill a feeling of destiny in themselves and others, they can foster motivation, dedication, and a sense of belonging to a greater cause. This concept provides insights into the art of inspiring and leading people towards common goals by helping them see themselves as integral to a larger, more significant narrative. Chapter 22. Stir the pot. The concept of stirring the pot is a significant aspect within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter explores the art of instigating change and disruption in various social and professional contexts, creating a catalyst for new perspectives and action. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the context of societal change. The civil rights movement in the United States was marked by individuals and groups that actively stirred the pot. Leaders like Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her bus seat, or Martin Luther King Jr., who delivered powerful speeches and organized peaceful protests, challenged the status quo and sparked a movement that led to significant social change. Their actions stirred the pot by bringing attention to issues of racial discrimination and inequality.
By exploring the concept of stirring the pot, Greene encourages readers to understand how calculated disruption and defiance of norms can drive progress and innovation. Stirring the pot often involves questioning established conventions, challenging existing power structures, and igniting conversations about important issues. It provides insights into the role of disruption in affecting change and creating opportunities for growth and transformation, whether in the realm of activism, business, or personal development. Chapter 23. Recreate yourself. The concept of recreating yourself is a profound theme within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter focuses on the idea that individuals possess the power to intentionally transform themselves, shedding old identities and behaviors to become a new and improved version of themselves. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the context of personal development. Imagine an individual who has struggled with self-confidence and social anxiety for many years. They decide to recreate themselves by actively seeking personal growth and pursuing activities that challenge their comfort zone, such as public speaking or networking events. Through consistent effort and self-reflection, this person gradually transforms into a more confident and sociable individual, leaving behind their old, timid self. By exploring the concept of recreating oneself, Greene encourages readers to recognize the potential for personal transformation and growth. It underscores the idea that individuals are not bound by their past behaviors or limitations and have the capacity to redefine themselves through deliberate effort and self-awareness. This concept provides insights into the process of self-improvement and the art of shedding old identities and habits in favor of a more empowered and purposeful self, ultimately leading to enhanced personal and professional success. Chapter 24. The character connection. The concept of the character connection is a pivotal theme within Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter delves into the intricate dynamics of human character, emphasizing the significance of understanding and connecting with the true character of individuals in our personal and professional lives. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example within the context of hiring and team building. When a company seeks to hire new employees, it's not just about reviewing resumes and qualifications. The character connection is essential. Recruiters and hiring managers need to delve deeper, using various techniques such as behavioral interviews, reference checks, and personality assessments to gain insights into a candidate's true character. This thorough understanding enables domestication of desire. The domestication of desire is a thought-provoking concept presented in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This chapter delves into the idea that desires, often untamed and instinctual, can be harnessed and directed toward more productive and fulfilling pursuits in both personal and professional life. To clarify this concept, let's consider a real-life example. In the realm of entrepreneurship, successful business owners often display the domestication of desire. Rather than succumbing to fleeting desires and impulses, they channel their ambitions and passions into a specific business goal. For instance, an aspiring entrepreneur with a passion for technology may focus that desire on building a tech startup, channeling their energy and enthusiasm into a structured and purposeful endeavor. By exploring the concept of the domestication of desire, Greene encourages readers to recognize the power of redirecting their desires toward meaningful and constructive objectives. It emphasizes the importance of self-control and purpose in channeling one's passions and ambitions. This concept provides insights into how individuals can transform instinctual desires into fuel for personal growth, goal achievement, and the fulfillment of their deepest aspirations. It serves as a guide for harnessing desires effectively and achieving a more purpose-driven and successful life. Chapter 26. The Emotional Self-Control Formula. The emotional self-control formula is a significant element discussed in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature. This concept focuses on the importance of understanding and managing one's emotional responses in various situations, enhancing emotional intelligence, and enabling more thoughtful decision-making. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example within the realm of sports. Professional athletes such as tennis players or golfers often need to employ emotional self-control to maintain peak performance under high-pressure situations. In the midst of a tense match or tournament, they must manage their emotions, stay focused, and make strategic decisions, all while dealing with the pressure of the moment. Emotional self-control is a crucial component of their success. By exploring the concept of the emotional self-control formula, Greene encourages readers to recognize the power of emotional regulation in personal and professional settings. It involves understanding one's emotional triggers, developing coping strategies, and making informed decisions rather than succumbing to impulsive reactions. This concept provides insights into the art of emotional intelligence, offering tools for individuals to navigate emotional challenges effectively, maintain composure, and ultimately achieve their goals and objectives with a clear and balanced mind. It serves as a guide for enhancing emotional self-control and fostering better relationships and outcomes in various life situations. Chapter 27. Authenticity. The chapter titled Authenticity, The Law of Covetousness, Generational. In Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature is a thought-provoking exploration of the concept of authenticity and its relationship with the deep-sated human desire for what others possess. This chapter emphasizes the idea that authenticity has a generational dimension, with people of different age groups seeking authenticity in varying ways. To shed light on this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the realm of marketing and branding. In today's consumer-driven world, younger generations such as Millennials and Generation Z are often more attracted to authentic, socially responsible, and eco-conscious brands. They covet products and companies that align with their values and ideals. This preference for authenticity has influenced marketing strategies, leading companies to showcase their social and environmental initiatives genuinely. By delving into the law of covetousness and authenticity, Greene encourages readers to appreciate the generational nuances in how authenticity is perceived and valued. It underlines the importance of recognizing that different age groups may have distinct expectations of the young, can sometimes be associated with short-sighted decision-making, and the consequences may vary among different generations. To elucidate this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the realm of entrepreneurship. Younger entrepreneurs, such as those from Generation Z, are often characterized by their boldness in pursuing innovative business ideas. While this boldness can lead to groundbreaking success, it can also sometimes result in hasty and short-sighted decisions due to a lack of experience. In contrast, older entrepreneurs, like baby boomers, may approach business ventures with more caution and experience, potentially avoiding certain pitfalls. Understanding these generational differences in boldness and foresight is vital in the entrepreneurial world. By exploring the law of short-sightedness in a generational context, Greene encourages readers to grasp the nuanced relationship between boldness and short-sightedness. It highlights the importance of recognizing how different age groups may approach risk and bold decisions, and how this can lead to varying outcomes. This concept provides insights into the balance of boldness and strategic thinking, acknowledging that boldness can lead to significant achievements, but also requires a degree of foresight and planning to mitigate potential downsides. Understanding this interplay is valuable for individuals navigating different generational perspectives and dynamics in various aspects of life and work. Chapter 29. Presence. The Law of Fickleness, Generational. The chapter titled Presence. The Law of Fickleness. Generational, in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature, delves into the concept of presence and its relationship with the ever-changing dynamics of generational perspectives. This chapter explores how the perception of presence can vary across different generations and how it influences the way people connect and engage with one another. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the realm of communication. The younger generations, such as Millennials and Generation Z, often prioritize a digital presence through social media platforms. They curate their online personas, engaging with peers and influencers in the digital space. In contrast, older generations like baby boomers may place a higher value on face-to-face presence, preferring in-person interactions and physical networking. By delving into the law of fickleness and presence in a generational context, Greene encourages readers to recognize the shifting preferences and expectations regarding how presence is perceived and valued. It emphasizes the importance of adapting to these generational nuances, understanding that different age groups may have distinct approaches to connecting and engaging with others. This concept provides insights into how individuals can bridge the gap between generations in various social and professional settings, acknowledging the diversity of perspectives and preferences related to presence and interaction. Understanding this dynamic is valuable for building effective relationships and connections across generational boundaries. Chapter 30. Allure. The Law of Generational Myopia. The chapter titled Allure. The Law of Generational Myopia. Generational, in Robert Greene's The Law of Human Nature, delves into the concept of allure and its intriguing connection to generational perspectives. This chapter explores how allure, often associated with attracting and fascinating others, can be perceived differently across various generations, and how these generational perspectives shape the allure individuals possess. To illustrate this concept, let's consider a real-life example in the context of fashion and style. Different generations have diverse notions of allure when it comes to clothing and aesthetics. What is considered alluring to Generation Z might be distinct from what baby boomers find attractive. The allure of vintage fashion, for instance, holds significant appeal for younger generations who appreciate the nostalgia and uniqueness of past eras' styles. In contrast, older generations may be more drawn to classic and timeless attire